morning, everyone. It is Thursday, October 12th, and here's what I'm taking with me to work today. So first of all is my coffee and tea. Coffee is 0 Smart Points K-Cup with 1 tablespoon of fat-free half and half for 0 Smart Points. Then I have my fall detox water here, which is all 0 Smart Points. So here's exactly what's in it. It's 1 teaspoon of Teami Skinny Tea for 0 Smart Points. You could actually use any green tea that you have for 0 points. And then I have a half of an apple sliced inside, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and I have this ginger. This is pickled ginger. I have this inside as well. You could actually use fresh ginger, but this is what we happen to have, so I'm using this, and it's delicious. So all of those things are 0 Smart Points. Ginger, for a tablespoon of pickled ginger, is actually 1 point, but I don't actually eat this. It just infuses the water, so all 0 Smart Points. Super delicious. Also, you could add a bit of sweetener or honey if you want as well. It's so good. So that is my fall detox water, and that is exactly what's in it. So for lunch then, I'm having a turkey wrap. On the bottom I have one of the Olay Extreme Wellness Wraps. It is the spinach and herb flavor for 1 Smart Point. Then I have 1 slice of the Kraft Fat-Free Singles for 0 Smart Points. I have 1 slice of Jarlsberg Light for 1 Smart Point. And then I have 2 ounces of Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh Turkey Breast for 1 Smart Point. So my wrap total is 3 Smart Points. If you wanted to decrease points on the wrap, you could use only instead of 2 ounces of turkey, because 2 ounces is 1 Smart Point, you can use 4 slices. 4 slices of this turkey is 0 Smart Points. And then instead of using both cheeses, just use 1 slice of the Kraft. And then that will take your turkey wrap down to 1 Smart Point. So mine is 3. And that is lunch. For snack, I'm having kind of the same as yesterday. I'm doing a hard-boiled egg again for 2 Smart Points and a pear for 0 Smart Points. So everything I'm having today before dinner is 3, 4, 5 Smart Points.
Hey girl, hey. It's Thursday. Here's my morning walk break and my outfit of the day. Nothing too exciting, but my regular winter uniform, I guess we could say. So, you guys, the apple stuff, so good. Last night, after I posted the video, I had another small dish of it. It's literally so good. So good. And there's a million things you could do with it. You could put it in an Olay wrap like Sally does and make an apple turnover. You can put it over pound cake and add whipped cream. You can put ice cream on the top, whipped cream on the top, maple syrup on the top. You can do a million things with it. So when I was eating my second bowl of it last night, I decided I'm taking this to Thanksgiving. So I emailed my mom and I told her I am making this for Thanksgiving. So at least there is a dessert that I know I can have for Thanksgiving. I didn't tell her that, but I told her I'm bringing this for Thanksgiving. So what I'm going to do, we have to travel that day, so I'll make it a day in advance. I will bring the cooked apples, the scoopable apple pie, and then I'm going to buy either a pound cake or a spice cake, because at the holidays I always see tons of loaf cakes, like at Walmart and all the grocery stores have these amazing loaf cakes in so many different flavors. So I'm gonna get either just a basic pound loaf cake or maybe a spice one if I can find it. I'm going to slice the cake. We're gonna put the scoopable apple pie over the cake, and then we're going to add the aerosol whipped cream. Yes, I know that everybody will love that. And I will have mine with just the scoopable apple pie and the aerosol whipped cream. It should be like 1 point at the most, and that's if I have a lot of whipped cream. So I'm totally making that for Thanksgiving, and I'm super excited. Also, I told her I would bring the rolls since we are traveling. It will be something easy that I can bring and contribute. But I need to know from you guys, what are some low point dinner rolls? Like something that tastes good. We like yeasty rolls or potato rolls, something that's going to be good with Thanksgiving dinner, turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes. What are some good low point dinner rolls that you guys know of? Because when I look up in the tracker dinner roll, it's always 5 points. I don't want to spend 5 points on a dinner roll if I can find one that is a little lower, because you know I'd really like to have 2 of them. So anyway, that's my plans for Thanksgiving. If you guys can help me out with the rolls, please. This morning I looked up exercises for sciatica and basically confirmed that I'm on the right track. I think there were like the top 6 exercises and 3 of them were yoga poses. Actually, they all could be considered yoga poses, but the 3 of them were actually all pigeon yoga poses, which if you're familiar with yoga, I love pigeon pose. I love it. I've always loved it. It feels so good. And especially now with the sciatica, I can totally feel it just stretching that muscle back there, and it feels amazing. So I didn't know there were 3 pigeon poses though. There's a reclining pigeon pose, a sitting pigeon pose, and a forward pigeon pose. The forward one is the one that I've always done, but I'm just happy to know that that is not in my mind. It really is helping. It feels great when I do that, and I'm going to try and incorporate. I have actually done the reclining pigeon pose, but I didn't know that's what it was called, so I'm going to continue with those 2 and then also try and add in some sitting pigeon pose and try to do these a little bit on my own at some point. So anyway, just happy that I'm doing the right thing for myself. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be running 3 miles at lunch today. So I've got my 2 walk breaks and 3 miles running, and that is probably not going to get my 16,000 steps, believe it or not. So it's going to be a stretch tonight, but I've hit my goal 3 days in a row. You guys are totally keeping me going, so I'm going to do what I can to hit my goal again today. So I'll keep you posted. I'll check in with you on my second walk break. 3 miles. Done. Gosh, you guys, some days I am just so on top of everything and I've got everything just covered and I'm just rolling through stuff, getting so much accomplished. That is today. Why are some days so different and so put together, and other days I just feel like I'm drowning? Today is a good one. So I'm out here a little bit early because we have a big meeting at 5 o'clock, an HR meeting basically to find out what's going on. Something's going on. Always interesting. It's not affecting me, obviously, but I want to know what's happening with the department. So anyway, big shout outs to all you guys who did your Fitbit challenge and hit your goal yesterday, which was Wednesday, October 11th. There's nobody in the park again. It's like completely dead. Not a soul. I love it. I could go over there behind me in that big field and do naked cartwheels and nobody's here to care. That would be fun. Okay, shout outs to all you guys who hit your challenge goal for yesterday, Wednesday. Ready, guys? Lisa B, Gina, Julie, Jerry, Nikki, Gabriella, Charity, Cheryl S, Kat, Emily, Shelly, Crystal W, Sarah B, Dawn, Jean L, Julissa, Kathleen C, Laura Huber, Rita C, Laura Hilgers, Aaron C, The Yin Yang Life, Marilyn B, Karen B, Deborah, Melanie M, Daisy, Mary K, Esther, Asma, Angela S, and yours truly. Thanks to you guys, I have hit my goal 3 days in a row so far. After last week being such a dud. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for the weekend, but I'm gonna keep trying because I see so many of you who are hitting your goal consistently, and many of you who have hit your goal every single day since October 1st. So that's awesome. It's very, very encouraging to me. So I am only at 11,000 today so far. So I did my 3-mile run at lunch, and I'm on my second round of walk breaks, but I'm gonna have to do a little something extra today, I think. But you guys are inspiring me to keep going, so I am still trying. I do want to remind you, if you are in the Fitbit challenge, you need to be in a challenge with me, something with my name, every single day, or I can't see your steps. So you won't get counted unless I can see your steps, or if you notify me and tell me I hit my goal. I wasn't in a challenge somehow, but I hit my goal for whatever day. So if I am missing you and you've been hitting your goal, please let me know. Fitbit is like so weird. I think people have been like falling off the challenges, and here's what I think happens. If you get a request to join a challenge, I may not be in it yet because I don't have time to get to my Fitbit until about 10:30 Pacific time. So if you get a request to join a challenge, it may be one of the other teammates who is requesting or inviting you, and I may not be in the challenge yet. So I would say accept everyone who asks you, because then if you don't join the challenge for the day because you think I'm not in it, then you, not only are you not counted for that day, but then there's no way to rematch, so you're not included in the next day. You drop off completely. So I think what happens with the rematches is that when you hit the rematch button, it will only rematch with the people who actually participated in the challenge, not rematch with everyone who was invited to the challenge. So Fitbit is being very mysterious for me. I've never actually participated to this extent in so many challenges, and the intricacies of keeping everyone on board in a challenge. I may just regroup everyone every Monday, because that's what I did this Monday, and I knew for a fact that everyone who wanted to participate was invited to a challenge on Monday. So then if you didn't accept, or I don't know how else you drop off, but a lot of people dropped off. So bottom line is if you don't hear your name, you're not being counted. So if you don't hear me say your name in the daily shout out, please let me know. I was gonna say text me, but you guys know how to contact me. Let me know so I can get you added. I'm not gonna ask that you provide proof or anything because I trust all you guys. So I just wanna make sure everybody's counted who is hitting their goal, because it's a lot of hard work. And if you're doing it with no recognition, it almost feels like a waste. It's not, because your body is still using those steps, but I hear you, recognition is good. So anyway, my arm is about to fall off. I'm on my second loop around. Hopefully I should be at close to 13,000 by the time I get back to the office. But I'm just rolling through the stuff today, getting stuff done left and right. I don't know if it's because I've got less on my plate, or because I'm keeping up, or because I'm caught up. I don't know, but it's a good thing. I like it. I had that turkey wrap for lunch, and when I used to do turkey wraps or a lot of the wraps for lunch, I would have the wrap plus something, like the wrap plus a salad, the wrap plus a soup. I kind of stopped doing that when I was intermittent fasting. For a while it felt like just the wrap was going to be sufficient. But today I had the wrap and it was delicious. It was a 3-point wrap instead of the usual 1-point wrap that I used to do, but I wanted more. Like, I'm not hungry, but I want more food right now. I just feel dissatisfied. I'm satisfied with the wrap, with the taste, the flavor. I just want more. So I'm trying to hold off because all I have is the pear and the hard-boiled egg, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to eat dinner tonight because we have an errand to run after work, so it might be a late dinner, like 8:30, 9. So I want to hold off on the egg and the pear as long as possible, but Might have to dip into it and then worry about it later. We'll see, but I'll keep you guys posted and I'll talk to you later. Okay, it's 6:41. I was able to hold out and not have anything else to eat. I actually had like a third cup of coffee, if that. So I am now about to eat my hard-boiled egg and my pear. Okay, now it's like 8:15, and we actually went after work today we went to the Staples Center in LA to meet a friend to pick up some things that she had saved for us to help the homeless people. So we got a lot of awesome things. A brand new pair of steel-toed shoes, boots, lots of other shoes, blankets, clothing, a massive amount of hot dogs, like for real hot dogs that we can hand out in buns and stuff. What else did we get? Some children's items, some blankets.
Oh, razors.
Oh, razors and toiletries.
Yeah.
All kinds of amazing stuff. So bless this woman. We've known her for many years now. 10 years? Probably about 8 to 10 years. And
longer than that. I think we shot her wedding in...
Yeah, we shot her wedding.
2007?
But she's just such a good-hearted person, and she's super down to earth. So we go pick up all this stuff, right, which is a huge blessing, and literally we drive not even a mile away, and we're driving down a specific street, and you guys, there are tents and tents and tents on both sides of the street, and little structures and tents for like a mile at least. These are tents that are not there during the day.
Or even on spots that we normally drive through, there was at least triple the amount of people
There
out
were
there.
So many people. It was very dark, very scary, but all these people, it's so, on the one hand, it's such a blessing that so many people want to help us. And then on the other hand, I feel so bad because it's like almost overwhelming that there's so many people that we need to help and we can't. We're 3 people. So it's a little frustrating. So then we go past all these homeless people and we're talking about how we should distribute this stuff and, you know, what we're going to do for lunches this weekend for them. And then Eddie starts talking about the fires, and you guys probably noticed that I haven't really mentioned them in my videos because number one, they're not near us, thankfully. They are in Anaheim, so you can apparently see the smoke and stuff from Disneyland, but we haven't been to Disneyland all week. So I haven't listened to any news, and now Eddie's telling me, number one, he has a friend in Santa Rosa that's very close to the fire, so close that he hasn't been ordered to evacuate yet, but every day he's wondering if he should and when he should. And then Eddie's telling me about even Gina this morning when I listened to Gina's video about entire neighborhoods that are just gone, and Eddie was telling me how fast it was that people could not, it was too fast to even put out the reverse 911 call and just and then he starts telling me about the people in Puerto Rico who still 90% of the island, it's an island, right? 90% still does not have electricity. And you know what that means? It means people like Eddie are not getting the dialysis that they need at least 3 times a week. And if you don't do dialysis for 2 weeks, you're done, right? So how long has it been? It's been longer than 2 weeks. So I'm glad I don't listen to the news.
Said
but
they have no gas.
Like car gas?
Natural gas.
Oh.
So no hot water.
Oh.
And that's here in California.
So.
And spotty electricity, and no internet, little cell phone service.
That's up north. So yeah. So now my whole save the world mentality is just lighting up, but it's also overwhelming and depressing because I can't help all these people, but it's just so sad. So sad. Prayers, all we can do is pray and do what little we can in our own little corner of the world. Okay guys, 9 o'clock. I feel like it's an early dinner tonight. Yay. So this is literally one of my
favorite meals because it's super filling and it's only 2 points. This entire huge plate is only 2 smart points. So what it is spaghetti squash on the bottom. I love spaghetti squash because it's very filling, but it also has a really sweet flavor. I think it's a really, really good substitute for pasta. I love pasta. But I don't always have the points for pasta. So spaghetti squash is just a super good alternative, and I just love it in this dish. So I have probably about 2 cups of spaghetti squash for 0 smart points. Then I have probably a cup to a cup and a half of these fire roasted diced tomatoes. You can add seasonings to this, add garlic, add cumin, not cumin, oregano, Italian seasonings, but I actually don't mind them straight out of the can. So they are straight out of the can on top of my spaghetti squash, and they are, of course, 0 smart points. Then I have 5 ounces of grilled chicken breast for 2 smart points. And then on top of that, another little bit of sauce or tomatoes, and then a 1/4 cup of this fat-free shredded mozzarella for 0 smart points. So this entire plate is 2 smart points. Then I also have my grapefruit Bellini with the frozen grapes inside. And guys, I love the frozen grapes like that. Number one, because they actually help keep the drink nice and cold, but also because it reminds me of sangria. So my whole dinner here is 20 smart points, and plus what I had today was, oh, I forget, 2 for the egg. That's 22, and 3 for the sandwich, so 25 smart points. So I'm at 25 smart points for the day.